be with you here today. If you guys don't know me, my name is Ash Anderson, and I'm the project manager here at Igniting Hope Ministries. I've been working for Steve and Wendy for over 4 years now, which is crazy. Time flies. I'm so excited to be a part of what Igniting Hope Ministries is doing. And I know that you guys are such an important part of the Igniting Hope family. We love our Igniting Hope family. And I'm just really excited to get to be here today. So I'm going to give just a couple of minutes here for some people to jump on. I know it's early, and our scheduled time was usually going to be in the afternoon on Tuesday. Or is today Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. But today we're here a little bit early. Just wanted to jump on. Good morning, Angela. So good to see you. We love Angela Parker. I'm sure you guys have caught her on the live before. She's amazing. And she is actually in charge of our YouTube and Facebook live schedule. So she's wonderful. She is Steve and Wendy's personal assistant, plans their travel and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm so excited to be here today. This is going to be a little bit of a different live where we're actually going to chat about some of the things going on here at Igniting Hope Ministries, because I know you guys watching are a part of the family, and you're probably signed up for our newsletter, but there's also just some cool things happening that we haven't announced yet, some things in the works. And so I kind of like to use this time as a special sneak peek for those who jump on. But I will start off and say, if you guys are not signed up for our newsletter, I highly recommend that. It's such a great way to get connected. And Steve releases a new blog and podcast every single Monday. So you're getting to hear Steve's fresh revelation. It's totally free. We give away resources sometimes. There's exciting announcements. You guys will be kind of the first to hear about some of the stuff happening. And so if you aren't signed up for our newsletter, I definitely recommend that. You can do that at ignitinghope.com. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So glad to have you here. And you also, if you sign up for our newsletter, get a Thursday email. And this is something new we've started, but Thursday email is our Igniting Hope Academy newsletter. So Monday is the blog. It's more kind of family announcements, staff announcements, but then Thursday, that's where you get to join and hear announcements about what we're releasing on Igniting Hope Academy, which is kind of our course and resource buffet, I like to call it. So we have the two main sites, ignitinghope.com and Igniting Hope Academy, and that'll be the Monday and Thursday newsletters if you sign up. So definitely recommend that. So great to see you guys. Good morning, Gretchen. Good morning, Scott and Lindy. So great to see you guys. It's been a little while since I've done one of these lives. Things have been busy as the project manager. Very good, and very busy. And so I'm just excited to get to take the time this morning. This desk, you might hear, it's pretty squeaky, so I'm going to try and not lean on it, but I apologize if that's distracting. So first, I'd actually love to tell you guys just a little bit about who I am. I know I mentioned at the beginning of the live that I'm the project manager here at Igniting Hope Ministries, but I want to just kind of tell you who I am, just because it's been a while since I've been here. So I started working for Steve and Wendy back in, I guess that would be 2019, back in the day. Time really does fly. And I originally moved to Redding, California from Missouri. And I came here for the Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry, as a lot of people do. I did all 3 years, which included an internship, and then started working for Steve and Wendy. And so when I first started, I did a lot of what Angela does. I was Wendy's personal assistant, planned their travel. Steve and Wendy travel all over the world, speaking and impacting people. And we do on Igniting Hope, our main Igniting Hope website, just ignitinghope.com, super easy. You can actually request Steve and Wendy to come and speak. So in this season, Wendy's traveling a little bit less. She's focusing on some local things, but Steve is available. Sometimes you can get them both, depending if you're really lucky. And you guys can fill out a request form, and Angela will actually be the one to interact with you and potentially plan the trip. Steve and Wendy also do live events, and so that's a great place. If you jump on our website and request Steve and Wendy to speak, they could do something online for you, which is always a little bit easier, right? This day and age. It's super handy to just jump on a Zoom call, but also request them to potentially come to your church. So that's an option if you guys just need more of the message. And then our very own Connie Jones, if you guys know her, she also travels and speaks, and she is overflowing with the Igniting Hope message. She has an incredible course with us called Reigning in Life. And Connie is just absolutely on fire. We call her Faith Woman around here. She's incredible. So we also have Connie Jones. She is available to invite to come speak, whether online or in person, which is just pretty exciting. And on that note, I want to talk a little bit about Igniting Hope Academy. So like I said, that's kind of our buffet. If you guys have been around for a while, you know we talk about it a lot. But if you're new, and even if you have been around, we have some incredible things coming up, some big upgrades. And one of the things, Reigning in Life, which is Connie's course, so far we've only ran it one time and it's been live and it has not been available since then. But we are about to turn that course into an evergreen course. And what that means is you can take it any time of the year instead of just one specific time. And it's a little bit of a cheaper price because instead of the live calls, you're getting the recordings of the last live sessions. So some of our courses have question and answer sessions. Some of them are speaking sessions, but we like to have a live version of each of our courses. And so we're about to make that. You can probably expect it within the next couple of weeks. Reigning in Life will be available again as an evergreen course. So it'll be a little bit cheaper. You'll get the recordings and you can jump into that incredible material. It's an amazing course. A couple other courses we have, Evergreen. We have Unhindered, which is one of my courses, pretty exciting. That one is available. And that's really, I kind of like to call that just a jump start into breakthrough. If you feel just stuck and you know that there are some beliefs getting in your way, it's a quick 5-week course. Each week focuses on an area of breakthrough, beliefs about yourself, beliefs about God as a father, how to have victorious emotions, how to process pain. It's just really kind of a crash course into breakthrough, and it will really jumpstart you into a fresh place. So that's available as well on Igniting Hope Academy. And then Wendy has a couple of courses. We have Victorious Emotions. Spirit Living is one of her courses, and both of those courses go through her 2 books. Those are available, and there's so many more. And you guys know Steve just had this incredible course that he launched called Fully Convinced, which if you're a part of that course, you actually have got first access to his newest book, Fully Convinced. Even as PDFs, it's still in like the baby form. And so the book is going to be released later this fall. So if you guys just want the book, it's an absolutely incredible resource. Since I've been working for Steve and Wendy, it's probably my favorite thing that he's released. It's something that affects absolutely everyone. Again, it's called Fully Convinced, The Art of Decision Making. And it is such an impactful book. It really fills you up with faith and challenges the areas of low-grade shame that we carry in our lives, and just really inspires us to make choices and to not live in doubt and fear. And so that is an incredible book. Again, it's going to be available sometime this fall. But then the course, it's just finishing up the very, very first version of it, the live version. It's been such an incredible time of breakthrough so far, but that is about to become evergreen as well now that the live version is finishing up. So you guys can expect that. And again, if you're signed up for our newsletter, there's going to be an announcement in our Thursday newsletter, which is the Igniting Hope Academy update. So we'll let you know when both of those courses, Reigning in Life and Fully Convinced, are available for purchase. So those are some pretty exciting things. A very exciting thing, this is pretty giant. We have found some dates for our Spring Abounding Hope and Joy conference. I know it sounds so early to already be thinking about it, right? But the last Friday and Saturday of April, Angela, if you're on here, can you throw those dates in? I don't remember off the top of my head what they are. But the last Friday and Saturday of April, that's when we're going to hold our Abounding Hope and Joy conference here in Reading. So this is very much just a preliminary save the date. Nothing is concrete yet, but we do know it's going to be good. And if you guys were here last year, Hannah Waters led worship. I got to lead worship with her, and it was such a fun time. We're going to have Hannah and her team back, which is such a gift. Hannah is an incredibly anointed and pulled on worship leader in this environment. And so we feel so blessed to get to have her and the team as a part of our conference. And of course, there'll be a lot of Steve and Wendy and our new 3rd-year team. We have 8 absolute heroes this year. One of the highest capacity teams I've ever been a part of. It's truly incredible. So they'll be a big part of that conference, which is very exciting. So save the date. We will have an online version as well, but always we recommend, if at all possible, to get here for the conference. Thank you so much, Ange. April 28th and 29th this year is the Abounding Hope and Joy conference. So if you're at all able to get to Reading, get here, because there's something special that happens in person. To get to meet Steve and Wendy is incredible. And then just the feeling of the room. Obviously, God can do so much online. And if you aren't able to get here, I believe you're going to receive just as much. It's going to be so impactful. But of course, there's something special about getting to be in the room. And so if you could get here, we also planned it very strategically around the graduation for Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry. So if you have a friend or a family member, that's going to be so special to get to be there. And it's very conveniently lined up. If you guys hear cheering in the background, it's because there are a lot of meetings here in the office building, which is really fun. Somebody's having a great meeting downstairs, or they're just cheering me on because I'm doing such a great job making announcements. Yeah, so excited about that conference. It's super fun. And speaking of conferences, we have a very different type of seminar that we're doing for the very first time. And this is a very sneaky preliminary announcement that we have not been talking about at all yet. So if you guys are watching this right now, well done. You're here for the serious sneak peek, because this is kind of on the down low. We're still putting it together. But February, we are having a 2-day marriage seminar. The people we have on our team this year are absolutely incredible, and we have a team full of healthy, overflowing marriages. One of the questions we get the most here for Steve and Wendy at Igniting Hope Ministries is, how do you guys do ministry together? And tell us how your marriage is so healthy and so happy. And something really special, getting to be around Steve and Wendy, you find out they're the real deal. They're not faking how happy they are. When you're at their house hanging out with them, they really, truly love each other, and they have a beautiful spark that they have in their marriage. And people see that, and people want what they have. And they also have such a unique style of ministry. If you guys have got the privilege of hearing them minister together, they complement each other so well, even though they're very, very different in the way they minister. And they honor each other very well. I really hope you guys can hear that. That's really funny. Yeah, they're like cheering downstairs right now. Yeah, so they are just such an incredible resource when it comes to marriage. And then as well, like I said, have a team of amazing people. We have some super healthy marriages on our staff. And then we also have people who are waiting to be married, people who are so excited about what God is going to do in their future and have a dream. And so we have a heart to minister to really everyone. So whether you're waiting to get married, whether you've been divorced, whether you're happily married, whether you're not so happily married, this is going to be a seminar, a 2-day seminar of really going after God, the beliefs that are in the Bible about marriage, what God says about marriage, what marriage can be, hopes for marriage, breaking off negative beliefs. And we have a lot of people sharing their personal stories, which I think personal stories are some of the things that bring the greatest breakthrough, which is so exciting. We have some radical testimonies on our team of what God has done in marriages. People came from very broken places and have been so restored. And then we also have people who just have really great marriages, who are sharing some of the things that they've learned, some of the challenges that they've gone through, and it's just really special. So I would highly recommend that as well. And we are doing that. It's sometime in February. We wanted to do it close to Valentine's Day, which feels very sweet, very romantic. People are focusing on love at that time. And so we wanted to actually have a seminar where we talk about relationships and we talk about healthy marriage, how to wait well if you're single and you're so excited and praying to get married. We're definitely going to address that. And if you've been divorced and don't know what the Bible or what God says about divorce or thinks about you, and you're wondering, am I allowed to get married again? I don't know how this works. We're going to address that as well. And so, yeah, it's just going to be a really special time. Definitely you'll want to be there. And again, we will 100% announce that quite a bit. We'll probably start selling quite early for this one because we want to make sure as many people hear about it as possible. And since it's online, there's really not going to be too much of a capacity. We can take as many who want to join. So we're going to start advertising that in the near future. So keep an eye out for that. And again, if you're not signed up for our newsletter, I would highly recommend doing that. And then Angela is amazing. And in the comments from our Igniting Hope account, I believe she posted the, or if she hasn't yet, Angela, could you? Could you post the sign up for the newsletter if you haven't yet? I think you posted the speaking request for. Yeah, so we'll get that in the comments. It's super easy to find on Igniting Hope Academy as well. You'll just click sign up for our mailing list and you'll get all these announcements. Another super fun thing that has not been announced yet. I'm just full of secrets today. This is something massive. So we have been wanting to do something with Wendys Message for a long time. And we've done a couple courses in the past, Spirit Living, Victorious Emotions. If you guys have ever taken those courses, they're amazing, super impactful. Every single month, I'm in charge of doing our statistics and tracking sales. Every single month, Wendy's books outsell Steve, and we kind of have a running joke about that. It's pretty funny, but people love and need Wendys Message. And so we want to do something big with it. We've done the courses, but we want to find something a little bit different, something that fits what Wendy is looking for in this season as well when it comes to ministry, and then something that is just absolutely full of resources and a little bit longer than just a couple of weeks going over one of her books. And so we're releasing something gigantic. If you guys have heard about our Transformational Mind Renewal course, which I will talk about in a few minutes, that's a gigantic 5-month course. It's the biggest thing we do here at Igniting Hope Ministries. And if you have done that course, think about the TMRC, Transformational Mind Renewal course, version of Wendy. That's essentially what it's going to be. I believe we're going to call it Unseen Academy, is I think the name that we've landed on, which is just so special. And we're going to obviously go through Wendys Message. If you've heard her speak, she is incredible, and she talks about the importance of knowing that we are spiritual beings. We are first spirit, and we're here having a human experience. And she talks about connecting to Holy Spirit. She talks about having victorious emotions. That's one of her books, Victorious Emotions, and how to let our spirit be the leader of really what we're doing, and how to, like, where angels come into all of that, and encounters and things like that. I think a lot of times those kind of things can feel a little floaty and scary, or if you can be really into them without being connected to Jesus, who is the anchor, and it can get a little strange. Like if you're too far into the unseen and the spiritual stuff without the anchor of Christ and the Bible, it can get odd. And so one thing I love about Steve and Wendy is they're the perfect pair. And Wendy is such a safe person as well. I'm just so constantly impressed by her, because she has this like beautiful free experience with Jesus, but she also is so grounded and so steady. And if you have been wanting to get into more of this kind of stuff, learn more about the Spirit, learn more about yourself, your relation to God, your emotions, how your spirit ties in with your body and your soul, and all of those things, this is going to be an incredible resource. And we're going to start off at the beginning with just some really foundational truths as well. And we're just really excited for it. There's going to be connection with Wendy, which is something that we haven't really had available for quite a while. And so there's going to be monthly calls, at least with Wendy. There's going to be some pastoral connection from our team. So you're not just going to be going through this by yourself, but you'll be part of a little connect group. And there'll be a Facebook page, because we want the whole thing to feel like a family experience. And this is going to be something we probably only have available live. And so it's not going to be something you can jump in at any time or retake later. We're probably only going to run it either once a year or twice a year. And so it's kind of experimental. We're testing to see how it works. It will likely be 5 months, I think we're looking at as well. And so when it starts, again, we're going to send plenty of announcements, so don't worry. But I just wanted to let you know it's coming, so that way you can be thinking about it, praying about it. If this feels right for you, it's going to be one of probably the biggest thing we've done here at Igniting Hope Ministries, and it's going to transform lives, invite you into a deeper experience of what it means to really be a Christian, and connect you to Wendy, which is super cool. So keep an eye out for that. It's coming soon. We're so proud of this project. We've been working really hard on it. And our incredible third-year students have come in, and they're like tornadoes this year. They are taking off. So we are producing some exciting things this year. And one thing I do want to talk about that's already announced, already available, is our Transformational Mind Renewal course. And so this course, if you guys don't know about it already, some of you probably do, but this course is a 5-month course going through Oh, Allison, great question. I'm sorry, I should have announced the date. I'm just going to pause real quick and go back to the date. So for the Unseen Academy, for Wendy's course coming up, I think we're planning on beginning in January. And so sales will probably start November, December or so, maybe even a little bit earlier than that. But January is when we're hoping to begin. That's a great question. If you guys have any other questions about anything I'm talking about, please feel free to throw it in the comments. I know I'm a very fast talker. I get that feedback all the time. So if you're like, wait, please repeat that or slow down, let me know. Back to our Transformational Mind Renewal course. It's 5 months, and it's going through the 5 steps of renewing your mind. And Steve has this incredible curriculum. It's truly incredible. And then there's also 2 levels. So the first level is Steve's curriculum, which includes podcasts. I think it includes 6 of his ebooks. So you're reading through books at the same time. It has some topical Zoom calls, which each of our students will lead their own call about something that ties into the message. Like I think one of them is Failing Upward, I think the title is, which is so cool. Our students just have so much wisdom. So there's some live components as well. And then you also get to be part of a connect group, and they're led by our certified beliefs trainers, which is very cool. I'll talk about beliefs training in a second. There's so many things going on here. And then there's also an intensive level. So that first level is called Essentials. It's mainly the course with some extra components. Intensive level is if you want to go full send, jump all the way in, you get everything in level 1, which includes connect groups. These connect groups in the intensive level are actually led by some of our current third-year students. We have 8 of them. And then you also get 3 personal one-on-one beliefs training sessions, which is pretty huge. And last year there was only 2 of them, but this year we didn't raise the price of the course and decided to add an extra beliefs training session, which is so much fun. So you'll get to meet with one of our certified trainers one-on-one. They'll walk you through. It's kind of a hybrid of counseling and life coaching, where it talks about what's an area you're struggling in, what are you believing about that area, and then they invite Holy Spirit, and they have like the 5 steps that they'll walk you through, which is amazing. And then you get access to a resource library. And then the last thing is you have leadership Zoom calls. There's a total of 8 of them throughout the course. So about 2 a month, where you'll jump on live with Steve and he'll actually like speak into you guys. You can ask questions and things like that. So much fun. So essentials and intensive. And for the most part, this is pretty much the last week we would recommend jumping in. We started, I think we started September 12th. Yeah, we started September 12th. And so it's obviously been running for a little bit. It's not too late to jump in right now, but it will be soon. We'd recommend this is pretty much the last week. We'll probably take it down from the site next week, because getting with your connect group and getting signed up for beliefs training and all of the things that happen, since this is such an intense live course, we don't want people to get way too behind. And so if you wanted to jump in, if you've been thinking about it and you just feel like, man, this might be it, maybe I do need to jump in after all, it's not too late. This is kind of the last chance. So we just want to make sure if there's anyone who's been thinking about it, you know that this is an opportunity to jump in at this point. And it's going to be amazing. And one other thing is that it's relatively self-paced. New content is released each week. So we have kind of a recommended, like Monday, do this, Tuesday, do this. But for the most part, you can do it on your own. And then new content for the whole week is released every Sunday. And it's a 5-month course. So we obviously recommend kind of keeping up with the pace. But if you're really busy, it's not going to be an overwhelming amount of homework or things to do. And so you could jump in even now and catch up pretty quickly to where things are. So again, let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions about TMRC, our Transformational Mind Renewal course. You can purchase either the essentials or intensive level on ignitinghopeacademy.com. So I think the last thing I'll talk about for now, because this is a lot of information, is beliefs training. So if you guys have heard about beliefs training, it's something that is one of Steve's biggest dreams, and it's something we're just very excited about. So I kind of want to just let you guys know that it's available, and especially if you're a part of the course and haven't heard about it yet, it's really special. So like I said, it's kind of a hybrid of counseling and life coaching, and then people who go through our intensive level of TMRC, they can actually apply to become a certified beliefs trainer with us. And so after going through those 5 months, they get the message, they have been like, they've dived in full send, and they have just been really immersed in the Igniting Hope message for 5 months. And so then they can apply. There's an application process, an interview process, and then there's a training course for them if they decide to proceed to become a beliefs trainer. And so we have, I'm thinking 13, I could be wrong, but we have a handful already of certified beliefs trainers who are absolutely incredible, and they have jumped through all the hoops. They are changing lives out there, and some of them even have their own businesses that they're building around this certification, which is amazing. And then we also have some alumni from the Backlund team who did their internship with us, which is so special, and they're also doing beliefs training. And so if you guys are interested in beliefs training, you can always find it on our Igniting Hope website. It's the regular ignitinghope.com website. You can click beliefs training, read more about it, and I believe we even have some different packages. At one point, we even had one for youth. So there's been a little bit of transition in this last bit, and we're pretty excited because we're ramping up to really release it again and to market it again, and to just get people pulled in. We wanted to make sure that our systems were ready, for the floodgates to open. So even with TMRC starting, we have a lot of people who are going through beliefs training right now. So we're really pulling on our trainers. But if you're interested in finding out more, again, you can jump on ignitinghope.com, and there is no time constraint to that. You can really do it at any time, and our trainers are available and ready to help you. The testimonies we have after people go through beliefs training is truly incredible. I've gone through it myself. It's so impactful. And I think sometimes, obviously, I have a huge value for counseling and have gone through counseling, and I've done SOZOs, if you guys know what SOZOs are. I've also done like coaching and all of those kind of things, but beliefs training has such a special flavor, where it's like less emotional and more focused on your spirit and on your mind. And I think it's just major, because sometimes you don't realize that the strongholds you're facing are just belief systems. Sometimes it can be demonic, sometimes it can be circumstantial, but other times we just have a wrong belief and we don't know about it. And when you talk to someone who's been trained to sniff out wrong beliefs, they're so helpful and so compassionate. And it's such a safe place to kind of push through these things that can get in our way sometimes. So I would highly recommend beliefs training. It's so special. And if you guys have any questions about any of this, you can always email us at info@ignitinghope.com. We have so many resources, and we're just really excited about what we have. Something we're kind of ramping up sometime in the future is we want to actually have a curriculum. We want to have a school that you guys can go through to get the full experience, where you get Wendy, you get Steve, you get Fully Convinced, you get Culture of Empowerment, you get just the 40 days, Igniting Hope in 40 days, Igniting Joy in 40 days. We have all of these resources, and we want to make kind of a linear program that you can go through it. And so that's something we're building. But for now, you can just dive in and explore all of these amazing resources. And I promise you will not be the same. The last thing I'll say is one more thing coming in January. If you guys remember last year in January, if you were around with us then, we did a 40-day online devotional called 40 Days of Hope. And Steve released a new book called Igniting Hope in 40 Days. He already has a book called Igniting Faith in 40 Days. And that book is kind of what inspired our Negativity Fast Positivity Feast. So that will happen in Lent next year as usual, where we intentionally fast negativity. But something that happens in January is that Igniting Hope in 40 Days, really special. And Steve actually is releasing another new book this January called Igniting Joy in 40 Days. So it's very similar to Igniting Hope. It's going to come with the 40 Days of Joy online devotional too. It's going to be very similar, just focused on joy this time. And Igniting Hope, or 40 Days, so many words, 40 Days of Hope is available right now as an evergreen online devotional. There's 40 days of emails that will come directly to your inbox, and then you get the ebook version of Steve's book, Igniting Hope in 40 Days, which is so much fun. So that's always available. But then also the new one about joy is coming in January. We thought that's just a good way to start off the year, right? We should just jump into joy. So special. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I know that was a ton of information, and I'm so excited for how many people stayed on with us. We just want to make sure you're informed at what's going on here at Igniting Hope Ministries. And there's been a lot of change. There's been a lot of transition. And right now, our core staff, if you guys are interested, I'm the project manager, Ash Anderson. Angela Parker is the amazing travel coordinator, and Steve and Wendy's PA. And then Connie is our leadership development director. And so she's overseeing our beliefs training program, just the entire thing. And then, Beth, that's so funny. I do the same thing on Audible. I really do. That's hilarious. Yeah, on Audible, Beth was saying she listens to Audible on my speed, and I do the same thing. I just don't have time. I think fast. I'm a fast thinker. Very funny. And then so Connie is amazing. She's kind of stepped into that new position of her beliefs training. And then we also have Patrick Bacchus, I think is how you say his last name. I found out I've been saying it incorrectly for like an entire year, so I'm so sorry, Patrick. Patrick just recently joined us, and he actually is continuing on staff as the role he did as a third-year student with us, which is so special. He's leading and overseeing our third-year team of students, which is very special. And then yeah, we really do. We have such a dream team here at Igniting Hope Ministries. I'm so proud of our team. I'm so grateful for our team. And I'm so excited because our third years are going to be on here soon. You'll probably get to start seeing them. They're amazing, and they're just on fire, extremely high capacity. You guys will get to meet them soon. So thank you guys again for being a part of Igniting Hope Ministries. Feel free to reach out to us anytime. We want to make sure you're plugged in, you're connected. This is so much more than you just watching a ministry from afar. We want you to be a part of the family, and we love you. We're so grateful for you. Thanks so much for being around, guys. Have a great